Hey everyone, it is time for us to practice using our tools, the ones that you get to have on the Georgia Milestones online assessment in April. Yay! This assessment is going to be awesome. It's a way that you are going to show how much you have learned this year, and you are going to rock this test. But we want to practice using the tools now so that when it comes time to actually show your knowledge and perform on this test, you won't be wasting time trying to figure out how to use these things. So let's practice now. I'm going to show you what each of these tools is, and then you're going to be able to have some time later, maybe as a whole group or in small groups, or even sometime when you go home to practice using these tools so that come testing days, you're going to be so prepared and ready to go. I am actually going to go to this website that is gaexperienceonline.com. Now, teachers, you can use this so that you can show the platform on your computers without having to hook up a Chromebook. But kids, we are going to be using our Chromebooks when we take the test in April. But if you want to practice this at home, then I will give this website to teachers so that they can put it into all of their courses. gaexperienceonline.com. And when we go here, we click on Test Practice, and this is going to take us to the screen that it's going to look like when we log in to our Chromebooks. And remember, when we took that practice test a couple weeks ago, we actually didn't log in with our username and password. If you remember, we clicked at the very bottom where it said Apps, and we chose something that was called DRC Insight. That's the exact same thing that you're going to do on the Milestones days. It's going to take you to a page that looks like this. Today, and whenever you go to practice, you're going to click on the Online Tools Training. It's going to be the white, and it's going to be below either the green End of Grade or the orange Secure Practice Test. These should be the same training options. I'm going to click on the one on top. And I'm just going to kind of drill down by clicking on these letters and words. The first one I'm going to show is Standard Online Tools. Now these tools are going to be available for everyone. I'm going to go to grades 3 through 5th. And here we go. We're not going to have testing tickets for this practice. Your username is in front of you and your password is in front of you. Make sure that you capitalize and type in the numbers. All right, so I typed in my username and my password, and I'm going to click Sign In. Now, teachers, if you want to go through all of this information with your students, you can. This is going to be very similar to what you see on testing day. You're going to need to make sure that you look right here. It says Training Student on testing day. It should say your name. It should say the test that you are taking on that day and your correct number, so it should match up with your test ticket. Today I'm just going to click Continue. On this page we're going to click on the link, and it's going to load the test data. Now this is just reminding us that if our screen is too dark or too light, then you're not going to be able to see all three of these circles. So on testing day, kids, if you get to the screen and you only see maybe 2 of the 3, then raise your hand so that your teacher can change the contrast and the brightness of your computer screen. Now this goes through and explains a little bit more about what some of these tools are going to be, but here's a reminder. You're going to have the pointer tool, and that's going to let you select your answers. You need to make sure that your pointer tool is clicked in order to select the answers. You're going to have your next button, which will go to the next question. The back button will also let you go back. This is an awesome tool right here. This flag tool is going to let you flag the question that maybe you have you want to spend a little bit more time on later on, but you don't want to waste time on the test thinking about it then. So you can click on the flag button, and that will remind you to go back and rework the answer or rethink about what your answer is going to be. All right, here's another tool right here, and we'll see this on our practice test. You have a little blue triangle that points down. This is going to be the down arrow, and it is going to allow you to move quickly to any question on the test. So if you're on number 17 and you want to go back to number 10, instead of clicking back, you can click on that drop down arrow and select 10 to jump there really, really fast. When you are ready to finish your test, you're going to click on the green button that says Review/End Test. It's going to be in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen over here. And it's going to take you through a lot of steps. Are you sure you want to finish the test? And when you're finally ready, you can click the End Test button, click Submit, and then you're done. Now here are our fancy schmancy tools that everyone's going to have access to. You have these the entire time you take the test. Like I said, you had the pointer tool. You get to use this to choose an answer. You're going to have a cross-off tool. I like to say this is how we can slash the trash. So if you see some bogus answers that totally don't make sense, then you can use this cross-off tool and mark those answers off to remind you, I'm not even going to look at those. You have the highlighter tool, which allows you to highlight important information within a test question. This also works in your passages. You have sticky notes that you can use to take notes within a test question or passage. And you have a magnifier, which helps you enlarge or zoom in on the information. And this is a good thing because sometimes the test gets to be really small. Reading those words and staring at the computer screen for a long time really strains and hurts your eyes. So if you use the magnifier, then it will help you see better, concentrate better, and give your eyes a little bit of a break. And finally, you guys might remember this if I've taught you these tools before, but this line guide is one of my favorites. You can use the line guide to help you track a single line of text as you are reading. So sometimes I just lose focus and I'm reading something and I look away and then look back and oh no, I completely forgot what I was reading. This line guide will help you keep track of where you are and help you read the next line so that you don't get confused about where you are. So let's go ahead and begin the test. I will show you a few of these tools as they are in here, and then you can take some time on your own, either now or in small groups, to practice using these. Remember, the pointer tool allows you to select your answer. The cross-off tool, and you see how I'm clicking on the cross-off and it kind of gets illuminated? That's going to let you cross off those bogus answers. So I definitely think B is wrong. That is crazy, and I definitely think D is wrong. So it's a 50-50 shot which one, A or C. Well, I chose A. You have your highlighter. You can click Use Highlighter and click and hold to highlight the important information. Now if you want to unhighlight something, you just click on top of where you highlighted and it will go away. You have sticky notes where you can select it and then click on an area where you want to maybe make a note. Pounds, let's see. Leaves are weighed, in pounds, so I think there must be a lot. So you can make some predictions on these notes. Maybe you can type out some of your race strategies. And when you're done with your note, if you just click the X, it's not going to delete it. It's just going to make it go away. And if you ever want to go back to see what your note was, you'll see that there's a little 1. And you can click on that 1 and it will, I had a double click, it will pull up. Now if you need to trash it, you can click that little trash can to delete. Here's a magnifying glass. You have 1.5 and then you can click and move around, and then you have the 2.0, which makes it even bigger. And then here's the line guide. So if you click on line guide, it's also still magnified, so if I want to get rid of magnifier, I'm going to click off. And you have to click and hold on this little blue rectangle to pull down, and there's my blue line guide that helps me keep track of the horizontal line where I'm reading. Now I forgot about this feature, but this is really important. When you're having your reading passages, make sure you look down at the bottom where it says page 1/5. That 1, what do you think it means? This is the first page out of 5 pages. And the way that you turn the pages is by clicking on the right side, not all the way over here, but think of it like a book, a right side of the page, and it will flip the page to the next, page 2 out of 5. I'm going to flip it again after I finish reading all this. Page 3. Ooh, now read the second passage. 4, 5. Now if I need to go back a page, then I would click on the left-hand side. Okay, now click Next. I can answer my next question. Remember, here's that little drop down. If I want to jump ahead, then I can select a question and it takes me straight there. Make sure, I can't answer this because it's my highlighter, so make sure that you have the pointer selected so that you can click on the answer that you want. Now, if I think, I'm going to flag this one. Oh man, that's a lot. I'm going to try to remember what I learned in class. So I think that I'm done. I'm going to click here the green button, Review/End Test, and it's going to take me to my kind of summary. And I'm going to see, okay, question 1, yes, I answered. Question 2, I answered. Question 3, uh-oh, I forgot to answer this. I go on. Oh yeah, question 18. Oh yeah, I had a question about that. So those ones that I flagged or those that I did not answer, I can just click on that question and it takes me straight back to it so I can take a second look. I want you guys to do this. Make sure you go back and review your test. When you have answers for all of these and you have done your absolute best, then you can click on the black or gray button that says End Test. It's going to say, are you done with the test? Are you sure? You can click Submit. If you're not sure, if you're second guessing, you can click Return to Review. But I'm done. I'm going to hit Submit, and then I'm going to hit Exit. And that will take you back to the very beginning. So, I think that's all I have to show you about the tools. I definitely want you guys to practice. You are going to be awesome, but do not waste your time on testing day trying to learn what those tools mean and how you can use them. Practice now so that on day of you can just use them to apply what you've learned. All right, I will talk to y'all later. Bye.